Welcome to Secrets of the Stars, where we explore the ancient knowledge of astrology, decode your unique blueprint, and unveil how the wisdom of the sky contributes to your life. I'm your host, Abby Lutis, astrologer, mentor, and sky guide. It's time to embark on a cosmic adventure of self-discovery and understanding why you are the way you are. Let's dive in. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Secrets of the Stars. I am so excited to be back. As you might have noticed, I have been away for a few weeks and I've had a little break from the podcast. Normally I was trying to get some episodes pre-prepared in advance, but it just didn't happen this time. I have been out guiding on the Larapinta Trail. I'm currently working as a tour guide in Central Australia, and this tour was a trip of the full trail. So we were hiking end to end 14 days, and it is a really long, deep, immersive tour, and I really love going on these tours because you get to move across the trail in its entirety, and it is just so magnificent. But because of that reason, I haven't been able to show up fully on the podcast. So here I am, I'm back, and I now have some time off. And so it's nice to be coming back on here with this episode. I have about a month left in this tour guiding role in the Red Centre, and then I'm going to be heading over to the West Coast, which I'm really excited about. I'm also in preparation for the Masters World Championships for Surf Life Saving. I'm going to be squeezing that in between before I head to the West Coast. So when I leave here in August, I'll be heading east and then west. It's going to be a whole journey, so make sure you're following me on Instagram to follow along. I love posting all my travel stories and all the other exciting bits and pieces that I am up to. So come along for the ride. Now, today I'm going to be returning to a mini series which is all about the signs, and we are up to Leo, and it is Leo season, so we're right on cue. But before I jump in, I just wanted to let you know that I am still open for reading. So if you're curious to take a deep dive into your personal natal chart or further understand your uniqueness, your brilliance, your superpowers, then come and book in for a reading with me. Astrology is so incredible. It really teaches us this beautiful, unique map that we have from our natal chart and shows us why we are the way we are. It's so incredible. And if you're really wanting to step up and expand your understanding of self and feel empowered, you can come and learn astrology with me through my course, Style It. It's a personal development course where you learn how to use astrology and understand and thrive with the energies that you naturally embody, all based on your personal natal chart. There are 9 modules, and this course is currently available in a self-paced way, and you can sign up right now and gain access to this course. And in fact, if you sign up right now, I will give you access to the next live round, which is going to be running later in the year. It's such a bonus. And I think what's really exciting is this next live round is going to have a few tweaks and a few changes. So you're going to get a whole lot more content if you sign up now. But you can find all the details and the links in my show notes. Anyway, let's jump into the episode where we're going to be talking all about Leo. Now, I love Leo, and let me say I'm a little bit biased because my son is in Leo. So I feel like I do know this energy quite well. The season of Leo generally runs from either the 22nd or the 23rd of July to the 22nd to the 23rd of August. Leo is a fixed fire sign, so It's a sustained, long-burning energy that can be likened to a campfire or an oven. And this is why Leo energy is warm-hearted and kind and magnetic, and it really has staying power. I really like to describe the signs as they are in nature, because we can kind of understand the symbology and what sorts of things are similar in our real world. So I really like this analogy of a campfire because it really does represent the qualities of Leo. It's fire and it's fixed. It's got staying power. Now, the other thing about a campfire is it's just magnetizing. When there is a campfire, you just can't take your eyes off it. You also notice that people will gather around, and this is the same energy that Leo exudes, all right? They're usually the center of attention, or they want to be the center of attention, and the energy is captivating, it's magnetizing, it's warm, and it just draws you in. So I really love this beautiful analogy. The ruling planet of Leo is the sun, and this is so powerful. The sun actually only rules one sign, like the moon, and then the other planets generally rule two signs. But the sun is the ruling planet of Leo, and like Leo, it is that fixed fire. It's a sustaining energy that essentially brings vital force to us. It keeps us moving. It keeps us living. It is essential to life on earth here for us. Leo's polarity is positive, it's yang, it's masculine. So it's all about going out and doing. It's about making things happen and getting into action, essentially. The symbol for Leo, as you may already know, is the lion. So the lion is portrayed as a courageous leader who is bold, who is not afraid to step into the spotlight. It really does have this fun, loving, and beautiful magnetic energy. Sometimes Leo energy can also be very interested in themselves. They're very focused on self, and that can be great and it can be to their detriment sometimes. But I might also mention that we all have a piece of Leo in our chart somewhere. We all have every single sign in our chart, whether it's being activated by a planet or, even our big three energies might be in this sign. But somewhere in our chart, we do have Leo qualities. Leo's energy is radiant with a really dominant personality that you probably find pretty hard to miss. Leo energy is generous and playful and really needs to be seen. So when I talk about the zodiac signs in essentially likening them to a life cycle or a stage of life, I like to see the signs as a progression of the life cycle. And Leo energy it's the fifth sign of the zodiac. So it's the energy of a teenager, okay? So it's the teenager who is wanting to have fun, wanting to enjoy the ride. They're very focused on themselves and they do like to rebel a little bit. So this is a similar quality that you will see in the Leo energies. This sign is hot and dry. Its opposite sign is Aquarius. And when we get to Aquarius, you'll see that, as Leo is focused on the self, Aquarius is focused on the other. So it really does have that polarity. Leo colors are yellow and gold and really anything to do with royalty. I even think sometimes that orange and even purple show up as the colors of Leo. Now, in the Northern Hemisphere, Leo represents peak summer. And, from everything I've described already, the sun is the ruling planet, this beautiful, buoyant, vibrating, bright light energy. This really aligns. Here in the Southern Hemisphere, the energy shows up in peak winter. So it's really interesting, the contrast and, being out in the sun and what that can bring to a winter in the Southern Hemisphere. Leo energy is simply larger than life. It's associated with royalty, as I just mentioned. It likes the glitz and the glamour, and it has been associated with famous people, and it also may be seen as extravagant or a little over the top, even a little self-indulgent. Leo is creative. It really has a sense of play. It's confident and full of hope. Leo has a really strong vision, dignity, and a sense of style. Leos have access to a deep sense of trust, and they can develop a strong sense of self-worth. And this is because there is that strong focus on themselves. Now, as I mentioned before, this is not a bad nor good thing, but when we focus on ourselves, we really bring the energy back to our own life so that we can be the best versions of ourselves. And so this can be a really positive quality in so many ways. Integrity is really important for Leos, and they are honorable and they are really honest. Let's be real. Leos love to be honest, and they probably, find it difficult to lie. They're also very loyal, in the workplace. A Leo energy will want to, come back and prove loyalty to their employer. Leo's shadow sides can include vanity, jealousy, and self-centeredness. Now, you probably can see how we get there when we see this ideal of Leo being so self-focused. And they might not always be receptive to feedback because they can come across as a little bit arrogant and a little bit too into themselves, let's say. So there are definitely the light and shade energies of all signs, and this is just how Leo comes across. Now, in the body, Leo represents the heart. It represents all the things that are in this area. It's also the upper back, the spine. You can see that these things are pivotal to, our life and our vital force. Leo rules the spinal column, the cardiac system, the aorta, the arterial system, and the electromagnetic center that really is, the center of our bodies, the heartbeat. Like the sun, it is what keeps us going. Now, when it comes to moving about, Leo really just wants to have fun. If you're looking for a movement practice and you're a Leo, it's got to be something that you love doing. Now, if you love running, then that could be your activity. It doesn't have to be like super creative, just as long as Leo loves it. Some other ways that Leo likes to move include circuits, so doing a lot of different things, dancing because it's a way of expressing this creative energy, performative sports, cardio because cardio gets that heart rate going, like the circuit training, and just simply joyful activities. If Leo can move in this way, it's really going to enjoy getting out and doing exercise. Now, when it comes to nutrition and the foods that Leo likes to eat, the main thing that Leo strives for is a sense of comfort. They also love decadence because, Leo does like to go to that extreme. So when you're thinking about food, you want to include the extras and the toppers, the colorful little bits and pieces. Anything that is solar nutrient and heart opening will also be really positive for Leo. And I can definitely attest to this. Having all those little extra toppers, the pickled ginger on my salad or the fried shallots, all these little bits and pieces, coriander, chopped nuts, all these little toppers really just make a dish, and they can bring an ordinary salad or an ordinary dish up to a really high quality meal for me. And I totally can relate to that. If we were looking at some of the key words that I would put with Leo, I will go through the list that I have written in front of me. So I have warm, playful, loyal, leadership. Leos love to lead and love to be on stage. They are courageous, they're charismatic, kind, unique, ambitious, generous, extravagant, and they can be vain, jealous, arrogant, controlling, patronizing, confident, creative, fun-loving, honest, and trusting. So it really is a beautiful, unique energy. And most of all, Leos just want to have fun. They want to be seen. They want to express their creativity and be sometimes, the center of attention. Not always, I might add, whilst sometimes Leo can be portrayed as this very out there, life of the party type energy, they also do have that shy quality where, they perhaps don't want to be that central focus. But definitely the creative flair and the play and the fun is all part of that Leo energy. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and found it insightful and learned something about Leo. Have a look in your chart and see if you can find the house in which Leo resides. This is the area of your life that you will portray most of these qualities. And as I mentioned, if you're interested in booking a reading, please go to my website, abbylutis.com. You can find all the links to book there, along with my course, Starlit. And until next time, keep shining bright. Thank you for joining me on this cosmic journey of self-discovery. If you have enjoyed this episode, please leave a review and share it with someone who you think would love it. Keep exploring the secrets of the stars, and remember, the universe has woven a unique story just for you. Until next time, keep shining bright.